qualifier, but he's got to win this set first. And I'm not sure who either of these guys play. Maybe you, who is so familiar with Mr. Obmcbob. It's Sonic.
Yeah, Obmcbob used to play Toon Link. He recently made the full-time switch to Sonic, and I mean, I would say it definitely fits his playstyle. And we're gonna see a lot of this, where DK is gonna try to just, hold his ground, and Sonic is just gonna be holding his ground, spin dashing, all that jazz. You know the deal.
Yeah. Ooh, and how long has it been since I last saw Chunky Kong Sonics? It feels like this is just that, but at home. Right now, Obmcbob going to be playing a pretty solid matchup, one would think. And yet, DK, he kind of just manages to make magic happen despite being probably the least graceful magician ever.
Yeah, I mean, I think, if anything, the hardest part of this matchup is the offstage for DK. He actually has some interesting Swordy-like attributes that can help him out in this matchup.
Yes. Definitely, and he's going to need them against a very aggressive run-off fair that we're seeing from Obmcbob. He's going to get past the homing attack and get a little bit more damage off that back air, but we're still looking decent. We're just beating him back on the edge guards, and this is kind of what you want. You want to take the heavy damage, take the heavy attacks, and then get right back into the fight.
Yeah, I mean, Joba's looking really good here. He's moving around Obmcbob's edge guard attempts very well, and he's just holding his ground. He's living to these high percent, which is what you need to be doing as DK. A great back air, though, there from Obmcbob. Seals out the first stock.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, once you see, like, that high percent reach for DK, you got to play extremely cautiously, and I can tell that Obmcbob is obviously trying to play it safe. He's trying to stay alive at 100. This is definitely kill percent.
Oh yeah, I mean, most DK, any big DK move will probably kill here, but Obmcbob, you can see he's holding his ground opposite of the stage. He's just staying as far away from this DK as he can, which is correct. I would do the same.
Yes. This is the time where you gotta camp. If there's a time to camp as Sonic, it is now.
Yeah, let's see if he can convert this edge guard. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Joba was just too far away.
Yeah.
That's rough. Raid, I thought that would kill. I'm surprised.
Yeah, this is really interesting because, I mean, you can see how this has turned into a 3-1 lead.
Well, now it's 2-1, and
Yeah.
let's see if we can see some DK magic here. Up tilt to start it out. Obmcbob wants nothing to do with it. You see he's just up being into the blast zone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the evasion. It's like you gotta play it safe, play it super cautious, get all the extra credit you can, because you still have a whole stock to play with, but you don't want to let it get to that point. You can never let it get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Joba tried to armor through the spin dash there, but the side beam armor just wasn't enough, and Obmcbob gets a free opening because of it.
Okay, yep, good maneuverability to get around some of this stuff. The grounded hand slap is something that I'm actually seeing a lot from Joba.
Yeah, it's really good because it interrupts everything that's going on here. A great knowledge there that the giant punch is actually safe on shield.
Mm-hmm.
So
gets the grounded up B as well, so there's not much like Obmcbob can do to completely avoid that. But we've got this pressure here on ledge. Like, that's where things get really dicey.
Yeah, that was a great tech there by Joba, though. Oh, but the giant punch just missed. That sucks for Joba.
I think it might have been like a spot dunk or something. It looked like. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. We're gonna find a great reversal opportunity, but unfortunately the giant punch wasn't the reversal you needed, and you get caught on the edge guard anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think Joba was playing a lot of the situations decently well. Yeah, just a great dodge there from Obmcbob. Just feels like, against Sonic, we need to do a little bit extra to even up the playing field.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, and there, like I said, it's the same thing as we were talking about with Ridley Peach earlier, right? It's like it's a volatile matchup just because you are heavy, you are able to kill super easily and super early because Sonic is so light. But at the same time, I mean, we got Rob now.
Yeah, Rob definitely does, I would say, a little better in Sonic than DK. He has some pretty good space control tools. He has some safer buttons on shield. But I wonder how practiced this Rob is, so I guess we'll see.
I mean, he's still a big body. He's still going to get comboed a lot. Doesn't have the heft of DK to protect him from these hits, though.
I mean, yeah, Rob is heavy, but not quite DK heavy. And you can see Joba's just... It feels like he's throwing out moves where before he was just throwing out the grounded DK down B. But throws out the laser, gets the big hit. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Yeah, I mean, you do things like a couple whip grabs here and there. He's just kind of looking around, but Obmcbob is so patient. You can tell he's just like waiting it out. Fade back into like empty hop or hop into a homing attack. These seem like pretty good, consistent options for him to kind of like bait something out from Joba.
Yeah, and he's just doing a good job avoiding taking any big hits. Like if he gets hit, it's maybe only like 1 or 2 moves, and he's just tacking on percent, waiting for a kill to come his way.
Right. Okay. Still, yeah, missing out on things like the forward smash. It forces an air dodge, but Joba's off stage, and yeah, it's like all of this pressure that can be really dangerous to deal with as Rob. Even though you have all this freedom off stage, it starts to run out. Like you run out of fuel, and Sonic is a character that can delay so much on his edge guard opportunities.
Yeah, and a great use of the Tri-State Twister there by Obmcbob to pick up the first stock of this game. And I mean, now the real question is, just like last game, Joba kept it close for the first stock, but he needs to be able to finish his food and actually seal out one of these stocks before Obmcbob starts running away with the game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Rob doesn't have any like problem killing usually, but you need like one of 3 or 4 different combo starters or something to set yourself up. And we're not getting anything like the full range parry on that down smash and giving Obmcbob the ability to run in, but he's still staying alive on things like the down throw. There's like a lot of opportunities that Joba is just missing out on. He's got the confirms, but it's just the execution I think is just a little bit missing.
Yeah, and Obmcbob, I mean, he barely got hit on that stock. Just really clean stuff, and he played those disadvantage situations very well. He just waited out, he mixed up his drift great, and he just hit Joba over and over again. Joba gets this down smash though. Let's see if he can pull out, you know, a big robbery of the stock here.
Well, potentially, we do get a 2-to-1 lead being brought down for Joba. It's still getting comboed a little bit by like the juggles, the stuff that I expect from Sonic here on a longer stage. And yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, a really great showing here from Obmcbob, but you know, that's Sonic. He did the game plan great. He played a lot of these situations very well. Good stuff to him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you are playing against a character like DK, it's easy. Against a character like Rob, it's not as easy. So it's still really important for him to be able to like find a lot of the same similarities in those 2 matchups that he was playing in the set, and then also replicate the successes, but also adapt to the things that have to change.
Yeah, I mean, good stuff to Joba for getting here, putting on a good show. Let's see if he can make some more upsets in the losers bracket.
Yeah, I mean, he did beat Beast, so
yeah. I don't know. I mean, Obmcbob, he just looks so tight. I haven't actually seen his Sonic since he picked up the character. So, I mean, good stuff to him. Looking pretty clean out there. He's going to move on to play against LRA Start to qualify for top 8 winners. Cool. Yeah, the next set we're seeing is, I believe, Marcus versus Hayes, which, I mean, we talk about Fusion mainstays. I feel like you see these guys in every Fusion top 8 graphic, really.
Yeah, that is true.